In this lesson, we're going to continue with some of our word problems. So we'll jump right into example E. A TV repairman is paid 165 real for repairing colored TV sets and 90 real for repairing black and white TVs, or black and white sets. 1 week he earned 1,845 Qatari reals for repairing 13 television sets. How many of each type did he service? So once we understand the problem, so the first thing we're going to do is pick a variable to represent the unknown. So in this case, we're going to say let x be the number of color TVs. Then we need something for the number of black and white TVs. So if x is the number of color TVs, and we know we have 13 TVs altogether, well, the rest have to be black and white, so we take the total minus the number of color, and we're left with the number of black and white. So there's our two things we need to know. The number of color TVs is x. 13 minus x tells us the number of black and white TVs. So we know the total cost to repair them was 1845. The cost for repairing a color was 165 real for 1. So 2 is 2 times that. We have x, so we're going to multiply the cost for 1 times x for color, and the cost of 1 is 90 for black and white times the number of black and white, which is 13 minus x, and that's equal to the total cost. So now solving for x gives us our solution. So 165x plus 90 times 13, which is 1170, minus 90x equals 1845. So 165x minus 90x is 75x. It's going to equal 1845 minus 1170. So 75x is equal to 675. So divide each side by 75. Tells us that x is equal to 9. So 9 is the number of color TVs. The number of black and white TVs then is 13 minus 9, or 4. The question said how many of each type did he service, so we write a sentence here. He serviced 9 color TVs. 13 minus x black and white, which is 13 minus 9, which is 4 black and white TVs. Moving to the next example then, example F. Very similar question, except this time we have a football game that was sold out. We have the total number of seats, or tickets sold. We know the cost for tickets for adults is 24, children is 12. Total amount from all receipts, or the total collected from selling all the tickets, is given. And we need to find out how many adult and how many children. It's just a variation of the question before. So we'll start with let's say T be the number of adult tickets. Then 25,000 minus T, which is the number of tickets left, must be the number of children's tickets. Child's tickets. So there's the number of adults. Take all of them minus adults, that leaves us with children's tickets. And then we need an equation, so we take the cost for an adult ticket times the number, plus the cost for a child's ticket times the number of children's tickets, and add them together, we get the total for all the tickets, which is the total receipts. And now it's just a matter of solving the equation. So 24t plus 300,000 minus 12t is 484,800. 24 minus 12 is 12t equals 484,800 minus 300,000 leaves 184,800. Divide each side by 12, and we get the final answer for T is 15,400. So 15,400 is the number of adult tickets, and then we take 25,000 minus T, which is 25,000 minus 15,400, and that tells us we had 9,600 children's tickets. Just to make sure how many adult tickets were sold and how many children's tickets were sold, there's our two answers. So that's the end of that question. In the next video, we'll answer the last word problem. As always, make sure that you get any extra help if you're not understanding. If you're following along, doing these ahead of time and getting them right, then that's great. If not, make sure you do some extra practice so you know how to answer these when it comes to test time.